It's like when I'm talking to my son and we're having a deep philosophical conversation, and we're both, we hit that one idea where he and I are both on the same page, and it's like, yeah, we hit the right chord. I'll feel very light, like the energy in the room has just shifted, and I feel like I'm floaty. Today I'm feeling that. Leave a comment. Hello, welcome back. As we are finishing up the Libra Aries axis, today we're on the 30th degree. Hello, new subscribers. Welcome back, longtime YouTube friends. Let's get to it. We're going to start with the stones. I'm on Aries 30. It is rhyolite, Rhyolite, or rainforest jasper. It helps stop procrastination, helps anchor you in the present, enhances self-esteem, grounding, and acceptance of your true self. It helps with past life healing, processing the past, and helping to integrate it into the present. It aids in emotional healing. For Libra, the stone is amazonite, Amazonite. It blocks electromagnetic pollution from cell phones, computers, and microwaves. It calms all your chakras. It soothes emotional trauma. It is associated with money, luck, and success. It has very strong healing abilities. It soothes the nervous system. The stones are giving us a clue of what we're looking at here. Since I'm on Libra, we'll start here. The symbols are 3 mounds of knowledge on a philosopher's head, a small pale moon in the afternoon, a black rooster, a tiny implant secretly placed in a man's head, filled with vast stores of knowledge, a spaceship preparing to make a jump through a wormhole. So, an interesting degree, the overarching theme for this particular degree is that the ultimate relationship that we have in our lifetime is with ourself, is learning to integrate the subconscious, the conscious, and our soul to where we're operating as, one shiny diamond. To take a look at every relationship as an extension of ourself. And when we do that, we're more careful in our relationships. We're less judgmental. We let go a lot of the shadowy type words in relationship, and we learn who we are. These symbols are bringing the night with the day. The black rooster. His coat is black, but he heralds the sunshine. The pale moon in the sunlight. Normally the moon is at night, but here it is in the afternoon. It's almost like eclipse energy, where the curtain is up and you're seeing things that you normally don't see. We're seeing them here. So I think that psychic abilities are strong on this degree. Ability to tap into people's emotions very, very strongly. Both of these stones talk about the nervous system. It doesn't have to be a burden. This one is about a philosopher, a holistic approach to relationships and to knowledge. So it's more, instead of just book knowledge, like you get a degree, you go to school and you get a degree, it's having the knowledge in a way where you've experienced it and you've processed it, and you get a deep understanding. To me, that is the overarching theme of this particular degree. Let's take a look at the symbols for Aries. A duck pond and its young brood. White birds swimming on a pond seem to glow. A crown which causes one to levitate. A sage concocts a powerful elixir which heals people suffering from a plague. An anatomist delivers a lecture on kidneys. So some interesting symbols. Swans, ducks, their brood. It's what we focus on becomes more. This is the 30th degree of Aries, so it's the fullness of Aries. The fullness of what you focus on becomes really powerful. Concentration on one particular thing. And then that equates to power. So what is the one thing? And if you keep asking yourself, what is the one thing? What is the one thing? You may not know initially, but if you keep asking it, you will come into understanding of what that one thing is for you, and it gives you potency to focus on that one thing over and over again in different ways, and you become extremely powerful. That's the fullness of Aries. Awareness of your fears in a way that you overcome them. You keep coming up against them and trying to understand them and working through them and working through them, and eventually you realize you've worked through all your fear of whatever it is you're afraid of, and once you have a deeper understanding, the fear goes away. The kidneys operate properly. The talk about the lecture on the kidneys, awareness that there's always a way around things by changing your attitude, and by changing what you focus on, you can direct the flow of energy. How things can feel burdensome or light, depending on how you look at it. That's the crown, the levitating crown. I meditate a lot. And in meditating a lot, I have become more attuned to other people's energy. There are certain days when it's going to be stronger than others, and today's one of those days it's going to be strong. Feeling that can feel like a burden, but at the same time it's a power. So like if you're having a conversation and you say, hey, do you want eggs with your bacon, and you feel something, you feel a little twinge, I have come to know that that's not me, that's their response to something that I said. And does that mean that at first that can feel very unnerving, or you don't know, hey, is that me? Is something else wrong with me? No, it had to do with that conversation and how they felt about it. I know that now. At first I didn't. So it's that kind of interplay that could happen today. But when you realize, oh, this person is uncomfortable with it, and I know that because I felt a twinge right here, then you can shift immediately your response because you feel what they feel. It's that ability to feel that. So that is strong today. So it could almost, without knowing that this is going on, you could exhibit the symptoms of a hypochondriac, because at one moment your hand hurts, the next it's your knee, the next is something else. And if you're fearful that something's wrong with you, then you might manifest something wrong with you. But it could be that you're just really, really intuitive. If you have this degree and it's strong, you are really intuitive. You feel other people's emotions very, very strongly, and you feel it in your body, and it can be a little unnerving until you understand that. And learn to use it. And put the crown on and just say, okay, this is information that I have. I don't have to feel sick. I don't have to feel burdened by the fact that I can feel my lover's emotions when we're having a conversation. I can use that to my advantage. Not in a sneaky way, but if it's in your power toolbox, then use it. Don't feel abused by it. But this one, is about, could be a healer again. A lot of healing talk in this one. The crown and levitating is by changing what you focus on, you direct power in a different way. So what could feel like a burden doesn't necessarily have to feel like a burden if you change your attitude about it. That's what that says to me. The more we understand our potency and how our thoughts and our emotions direct the flow of energy, the more careful we become in all things, but especially the axis of our personal thoughts, emotions, and actions in every relationship. And this one is also talking about, there's a little bit of philosophy talk in this one as well, and saying that the mystic may live in the astral world and meditate, but it needs to be brought into reality. They have to touch down, balance, peace and inner contentment with essentially who we are. And we find that by continuing to tap inward. And therefore understanding where our power is, and when we focus it, it becomes really strong. Understanding dynamic inner workings of all relationships, we grow more careful and patient in creating the reality we desire. So there's been a lot of talk of manifesting these last 5 degrees. It's very strong here. And this is the culmination of realizing that everything is connected and to be careful. Being sloppy in our thoughts creates sloppy outcomes. That's what it says. So, and we're setting up the next phase, which is Taurus, the bull, Earth. So both of these are setting us up for the next 2 symbols. My opinion is that the cusp, the 0 point, is the fullness of Aries, and then the next degree, and you take from both of those. Leave a comment. So when you pull the both together, we should be careful what we focus on, because we become that. That's Aries 30, is pick something that you really want to become, because you will. If you focus on it enough, you become very powerful at it. So that is the Libra Aries axis. Thank you guys for being here. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this. Subscribe for more. And until next time, take care.